Welcome back to your Daily Dose. I'm your host, Alize-Mills, and this is the Daily Dose, where you already know we be doing the most. If you guys like my videos, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You don't have to. If you have any personal collaborations or any comments that you would like to share with me, please email me at my professional email at alize-mills6@gmail.com. Once again, that's alize-mills6@gmail.com. Also, if you guys have any new suggestions that you would, if you want to suggest anything you guys would like for me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Also, I do appreciate my new subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I do want to let you guys know that there is a story time that will be dropping out tonight, or not dropping tonight, but I will be recording tonight. Technically, I will be dropping it because I'm recording it. So if I'm recording it, does that really mean I'm dropping it? Yeah. Sorry, I get lost in my thoughts sometimes. If you guys don't know, this channel, I do want to let you guys know this channel is not just only based on manifesting. I do talk about a lot of other things. I talk about just life itself. And when I named this channel The Daily Dose, it's about getting a daily dose of what Alize has going on in her life. What is the new thing that's going on in my life? Whether that's me cleaning up my room, whether that's me getting a new job, whether that's me, exercising, whatever it is, fitness, lifestyle, whatever it is, new things that happen in my everyday life, or even things that aren't really so good in my life. I always share, and I like to share on this channel. When I talk about manifestation, just remember that I'm not a coach. I'm just a person who is going through a journey. And as well as you guys face challenges with manifesting, or just, well, not manifesting, but face challenges with your subconscious beliefs, so do I. Okay, there's a lot of things that I'm still working on gradually and still learning from, and things that I might be making mistakes on, whether that could be with me being more, I don't know, just whatever it is. Okay, so just remember and understand. I have to fix this camera a little bit the way I want to angle it. Just understand and know that yes, I'm not a manifesting coach, so please do not, you guys can ask me questions and I'll give you advice for what works for me or what has worked for me, but I am not a manifesting coach. Okay, guys, so please remember that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Today I wanted to share with you guys, for any new subscribers who don't really know me, I do want to let you guys know that at one point I was doing psychiatric therapy. Last year I was in a mental hospital. I was mentally institutionalized because I tried to overdose on medication. So when I went, I had found out that I had another mental illness, which was also known as major depressive disorder. And also, we are going to be talking more about that. I do want to let you guys know that once the transition comes, I will show you guys and you guys will see. But right now, we're not going to talk about any of that. But just know that I am in the process of transitioning. Okay, so yes. But I do want to show you guys something. And I want to show you this because for anyone who is seeking any type of mental health or regards to psychological therapy, blah, 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 la, 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 la. I'm sorry. I had to get that out. Yeah. Psychological therapy. Okay, if you are seeking that, just understand and know that you do not have to take medication. Okay, so I'm going to actually show you guys what I have been I want to say working on, because right now I'm actually moving things around in my room. I wanted a different scenery. I had to clean up my room and stuff like that. So I'm going to actually show you guys what that's looking like. Not right now, but I am going to show you probably like towards the end. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually talk about mental health. Okay, we're going to talk about why mental health is important, and we're also going to talk about the ways of improving your mental health and what you can do in your everyday life in order to live the life that you would like to live. But first, I do want to show you guys what I used to take in the past. Okay, so please I will BRB. And just remember, guys, this was a lot. Okay, I didn't want to throw this away because I really wanted to show you guys this. I feel like you guys should see it. I'm going to put it in a bag. might be a part 2 to this video. And I am back. Why do I have a cup? Because this is exactly where all of this medication is going to go. Okay, so this is carbamazepine. Okay, I used to take this because it was to help with, if you, let me do a recap on this. Okay, once again, for any new subscribers that I have that have subscribed to this channel, yes, I do have mental illnesses. I have major depressive disorder, I have bipolar disorder 2, and I have borderline personality disorder, and I have anxiety. Okay, so I have 4 different mental illnesses. So yeah, this is what this is what I used to take. Okay, I used to take this carbamazepine. This was actually to help with the functioning of the brain levels with bipolar disorder. It was supposed to not get rid of it, though they would say, but rather control it, meaning that it was supposed to help me not be so quick to pop off, be so quick to get agitated. It's supposed to actually put me, I want to say, make me a lot more mellow. Okay, this was a bunch of bullshit. All right, and the reason I call this bullshit is because I feel like this actually created more of a problem rather than actually help me, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I do want to say that I had at least over 20 something, I think it was like at least 18 side effects of what it could do. And the first time that I took this medication, I had fast heart rate. I was very tired. Like, my personality was just drained. I felt like shit, guys. Okay. So yeah, I have this cup here for a reason. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to open this. If I can open it. Yeah, pop it open. You see this? I was taking at least over 200 milligrams of carbamazepine. I would have to take at least 2 tablets a day by mouth. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in the cup right there. All right. Now, I want to show you all of the medication I have is all in this bag. This is majority of my medication, okay? Some of it is still the same. Escitalopram was to help with my mood swings. Because I had mood swings, my moods would just switch so instantly to the point where I wasn't even able to control it. Okay, and so yeah, I had escitalopram, I had quinine. Now, quinine was actually the medication that they prescribed me while I was in the mental hospital, which was for about 52 hours. So I want to say I was in there for at least 3 days. So I believe, yeah, 3 days. 3 days. I was in there for 3 days. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah, I was in there for 52 hours. So how many hours that is? Actually, how many days is 52 hours? Let's find that out. Because I want to be correct. I want to be correct. I was told I was in there for like 52 hours. And I just want to make sure, just in case. Because if I wasn't in there, because correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be, let's see. How many hours? No, how many days is 52 hours?
52 hours is equivalent to 2.167 days.
Oh.
To convert from hours to days, divide unit of time
okay, I don't want to know all that. So 2.1, I want to say. But actually, no. I was in there for 3 days. So it wasn't 52 hours, but I was in there for 3 days. Yeah, I'm not so good with like calculating math and stuff. I don't care what y'all say. I really don't. But anyway, like I was saying, the quinine medication was actually yeah, I was on that. That was a heavier medication, but quinine was also, that could also help with bipolar disorder as well. So that's tricky, right? I was taking one medication that was carbamazepine that was actually prescribed for bipolar disorder the functioning, you know, for bipolar disorder. But I was also taking quinine, which was also a pill that was also used to not only just take a pill that wasn't only just used for major depressive disorder, but it was also used for bipolar as well. So it was more of a heavier drug, and I was more sleepy and I was more hungry, and that's why I was gaining a lot of weight because of the stuff that I was eating. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get all these pills out of here. Now, ibuprofen was actually this was the medication that Now, I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't have overdosed. I don't really know. I didn't really look any of this up, but this was ibuprofen. Yeah, it was this big white pill. I'm actually going to show you because this is what I actually put in my mouth. It was a lot more of it, but it was a lot more. I was actually going to swallow all these pills. Yeah, I was trying to commit suicide. Now, I was a suicide attempt, okay? Escitalopram, right here. This is what I was talking about, 5 milligrams. We're going to go ahead and put that down the drain, okay? So, yeah. Also, this was high. I don't think bedtime is needed for anxiety. Hydroxine was used for sleeping. This was used for me to sleep at night. I was taking a lot of pills, and this was benzoate. I don't know what this, I don't think this was used. I don't think this was prescribed by my, whatchamacallit. I think this is something else. Oh yeah, this is something else. This is for when I had COVID. So hydroxine, 25 milligrams. Yeah, this was used for like anxiety, if I needed to take it or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in the cup as well. So yeah, I'm basically, what am I doing with all of these pills? Yeah, I think you guys should already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it, I'm going to flush it down the drain. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to do this on camera, because I felt like it will be more like meaningful, you know? It will make me feel so good, because I feel like a lot of people assume that you need medication in order to function. You need medication in order to help you. Now, I do want to let you know, for anyone who is going through any type of mental illnesses, or if you have bipolar disorder, or if whatever you have, I'm not throwing this away. This is vitamin D. This is actually something that I do take. I need to start taking every day. But yeah, like for someone who is affected by, you know, any type of mental illnesses that you may have, or any mental illnesses that may run in your family, please understand and know that I am not telling you whether or not you should be on medication or whether or not you should take medication. So please do not assume that this is what this is. And also, this is another pill. I didn't even take any of these pills. I stopped taking these pills a year ago. Just understand and know, guys, that this is my life and this is something that I want to do for myself. So please remember that there are people out here that do have severe mental illnesses. Some people cannot actually function without taking their meds. So it depends on how bad and the severity of your mental illness you know that you have. And please speak to your psychiatrist. Now, this is all the medication. Actually, let me see if I can show you guys that. Hold on, let's see. Let's get a closer look. Okay. Oh shit, some of it got on the floor. So this is all the medication, as you can see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flush that down the drain. Okay. So yeah, understand and know that this isn't because, you know, like I said, other people really do have severe mental illnesses, like such as bipolar disorder. That bipolar disorder 1, people have anxiety. Some people cannot function without actually being on their medication. And I don't like to call it mental illness, because when a lot of people don't understand, mental health is very important. And even you might not assume that this ties into manifesting, but this can also tie into manifesting as well. Because when people want to manifest specific people, they want to manifest relationships with people, whether it's a friendship or whether it's a partnership. You want to manifest that, and depending on certain things that have happened within your life, childhood trauma, physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental, spiritual, all those type of things really is going to also tie within the subconscious beliefs that you believe within yourself and the things that you've gone through. It's like the saying of hurt people hurt people. Okay, the person that was once hurting starts to hurt other people, or that type, or even still then, like I believe this. I feel like we do attract the negative relationships into our life, or we can attract positive relationships into our life, depending on how we feel and view ourselves, and depending on the type of, you know, energy that we're radiating out into the universe. I do believe in these things, and I feel like these things also should coexist. That's why they talk about mental dieting. Mental dieting is not about getting rid of the negative thoughts that you think on a day-to-day basis. We have over 7 billion thoughts that we think constantly, and it's constantly speeding. And I want want to talk about this and get into intrusive thoughts as well. The reason a mental diet is important, and first off, before we even go into why it's important, let's talk about what a mental diet is. A mental diet is really just being able to be okay with the negative thoughts that you have, okay? Long story short, that's really what it is. It's with one negative thought that you have that pops up in your mind. For example, if it says you're ugly, okay? You tell yourself that's okay. Like Eckhart Tolle said in The Power of Now, watch that thought. Be on the outside looking in. Watch that thought and allow it to be whatever it wants to be, because at the end of the day, those thoughts are not who you are. Those are negative thoughts that you probably thought years ago about yourself or of what other people have told you. No. Also, mental dieting is also meditation, reading books, positive, that's going to put more positive light into your life. Positive books, meditation, also listening to motivational speakers, whatever you like to do. That's what I call a mental diet. That's what I feel it is. But also, you could also look up the definition as well, okay? Mental dieting, also to go deeper into it, let's look up the definition. So first, you guys don't go ahead and be like Alize's just giving us some bullshit. Yeah, I don't need all that, okay? I don't need all that. And also, when this channel, when I get like, I want to say 100,000 subscribers, I will totally fucking eat a whole sweet potato pie. That's the day I'm finna eat a whole sweet potato pie. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I just love y'all so much. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so a mental diet is it's rejecting negative thoughts and too much overthinking, calming your mind and strengthening it. Okay, what is meant by that? Okay, so to change your home, your employment, your happiness, your dating life, this diet of thoughts, pictures, and images, a diet that will change your environment. What? That's not what I'm asking. How do you do a mental diet? Okay, thought control. See, meditate, positive affirmations. Oh, there we go. That's what I missed. Positive affirmations as well. Telling yourself, I am successful. I am beautiful. Now, let me tell you this. I do believe in realistic standpoints, because like I had gone back and I was talking about, if you do not know the problem, then how are you going to be able to solve it? But this does not mean to focus on the problem. Now, a lot of people will say, or some people, I don't know if anyone has misinterpreted, but some people will misinterpret what I'm saying and think that I'm saying, okay, well, I should just affirm all day and just do this so it could help me, bring me back into this positive state. No, absolutely not. If you feel like you're not good enough, if you feel like you're ugly, if you don't think you're attractive, if you don't think you're successful, if you don't think you're going to get the job, if you don't think that you're going to be a multimillionaire, if you don't think you're going to get that house on the hill, if you don't think that you're going to have the relationship that you desire, if you don't think any of these things, get down to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is your self-esteem. The root of the problem is how you feel about yourself. The root of the problem stems from the subconscious beliefs that have manifested over years of you being on this earth. That is the root of the problem. The root of the problem is in here. Okay? The root of the problem is your heart, how you feel about yourself, your inner child, working on yourself. Do inner child meditation. Go to therapy. If you've had any type of trauma, childhood trauma, mental dieting, yes, that can also help. Positive affirmations, that was just mentioned. But before you start to affirm these positive things, that you have to get to the root of the problem of why you feel the way you feel. Why do you continue to allow yourself to be in these abusive relationships? Why do you continue to go after people that you know are not going to give you the fulfillment or give you that relationship that you desire? Why do you continue to do so much for other people and continue to put other people ahead of yourself? You have to ask yourself these questions. What happened in your childhood? That's why I wanted to point out therapy, mental health therapy, psychological therapy. If you've ever been abused and you know that you are a person who is manifesting and you want to manifest a relationship, and you've ever been through any type of abuse, psychological abuse, mental, sexual, that is mental, psychological, emotional, what else? Physical and sexual abuse, go to therapy. Okay. However, that doesn't mean that to go to psychiatrical therapy. I want to say psychiatric therapy. No, psychological and psychiatric therapy are two different things. Okay, psychiatric deals with the meds, psychological deals with the mind. Okay, so that's not. So just let's just get that out there in the open. Okay, but yes, go to therapy, seek therapy. Okay, because sometimes the root, it's more deeper than we think it is. It's more deeper than just only, yeah, I want to manifest this relationship, but really, how do you feel about yourself? And sometimes mental dieting can really go far. Okay, meditation, positive affirmations, and really starting to feel good within yourself. Just a few days ago, I have these conversations with myself where I tell myself that, you know what, I had an inner thought conversation with myself, and I was talking to myself and saying, I don't need to be in a relationship in order to be fulfilled or in order to be happy, because I'm just happy being with myself. I don't need to have a girlfriend. I don't need to have, and there's a lot of other areas in my life that I'm focusing on, and a lot of other areas that are other areas that I am that's also manifesting, and I don't have time to think about a person loving me or someone sending me a text or whatever the case may be. I do want to say this. Over years, I have had this problem with codependency. And just recently, like I said, in my last relationship, it really taught me a lot to not be codependent and to learn communication and to not always turn off your emotions. Okay. I've been through so much heartbreak. I've been through a lot of physical abuse. I've been through mental and emotional, like psychological abuse. And I want to get into the story time where I tell you about how I survived my ex, because that alone was something that was very detrimental to my health. And part of the reason why I became who I am, and also the reason why I did take the medication I was taking, and also a reason why, it ties into a lot of stuff. So the reason I decided to go into therapy was because I wanted to help myself. Okay. And like I said, my last relationship taught me a lot, and dealing with codependency and being codependent, it's not attractive at all, because you don't want to always have to depend on your partner to be there 24/7. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to handle things by yourself, and not just only your partner, but other people as well. I used to hit up a friend and always ask, what am I going to do about this problem? Or what am I going to do? And for so long, I never really had my own thought process. I never really was able to make my own decisions. I would always look for someone else to make my own decisions for me, or I would seek validation or seek help from other people. And I didn't realize until that person told me, I'm not going to be there for you all the time. You need to learn how to deal with this stuff yourself. And sometimes it hurts, but we have to be able to deal with things like this sometimes alone. And that's where mental health, it is very important. And if you know someone who is going through any type of mental health problems, where they feel psychologically that they're not good enough, because our thoughts become our emotions, and our feelings, those emotions become our feelings, and those feelings are projected through actions, and those actions are then projected through habits that we do on an everyday basis. So if you or anyone who knows that's if you yourself, or anyone else who is going through this type of problem, just understand that they can watch this video, and hopefully it can enlighten them and actually put them more at peace with themselves. But also tell them to go to therapy, because therapy is very helpful and it's very important. Some people cannot afford therapy. So I would say, daily journaling, meditation, writing down how you feel and how you're feeling on an everyday basis, you will start to build a connection with yourself. You will start to build a connection with your inner child, and that's where the healing will start to take place. You will then start to be able to get to that root of the problem and understand why you feel the way you feel and why you do the things that you do. Because subconsciously, on a level, when we're manifesting, majority of the time, those beliefs is what's actually causing that resistance. And I do want to say this. Remember and know that you are beautiful, and remember and know that you can do anything, and whatever you put your mind to. Okay, I'm gonna share something with you. Yesterday I went to go and take my permit test. Now, before I passed my permit test, I passed it a year ago, and then it expired. And on the time that it expired, it was my fault, because I was procrastinating and I didn't decide to actually go and drive until later on in the process. Then when I took the driver's test, I failed it. Then in the midst of me failing that test was the next day that my shit was expiring. Okay, I failed 3 times after taking the permit test, but I wasn't upset, because I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take it again and I'm gonna pass it. I wasn't upset because I told myself, you know what, it is what it is. I told myself that I would normally get mad about stuff that happens in my life, or I would get upset, and it would just bother me. A lot of stuff would bother me. What people say would bother me, the things that people do, even in the position that I'm in now, the place that I'm in. No, I haven't been happy being in this environment because of the toxicity and how I've been treated over the years of being here, and looked at as if though I am always the problem. But it's not me, but it's really of other people not reflecting, but projecting their negative energy and their negative beliefs onto me. And the reason I'm putting this out is because I want you guys to understand, and I want you guys to know that your environment can also affect your mental health as well. The people that you surround yourself around. And sometimes the environment that we're in, sometimes we can't get out of the environment that we're in so quickly. Of course, that's very true. But as you decide the decision of what you want to do at that moment. Do you want to continue to allow your environment to affect you and these negative people to affect you, or do you want to take action and you actually want to start working on your health and actually building and doing it is what you need to do to move on to the next level? Let's be real. I've manifested things into my life that I totally forgot about, and it's now showing up in my reality. And one thing I can say, and I want you guys to use this as an affirmation for anyone who's manifesting a relationship, say this to yourself: I am in a loving, harmonious, balanced, committed relationship with myself. And let me tell you this, I don't affirm 24/7. I don't affirm all day, but I do have inner conversations with myself, and I have to talk to myself. And when I have those inner thought conversations, that's when I start to find out the next decision that I'm going to make. That's when I start to find out or go deeper into the root of what's going on and why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling. For so many years, I've had this thing where my inner child has been affected because I didn't decide to heal her, and I haven't been going to therapy, guys. I have not. I've been waiting because I want to really choose a therapist who is of my, honestly, who can actually relate to me, because I want to have a therapist that can relate to me and truly understand me. I don't just want someone that's here to just do their job and make their money, but really actually seek out the right therapist. Understand, if you are going to if you're going to go to get therapy, understand that you want to seek out the right therapist. The first therapist I had there was no type of connection. It was boring. I was tired of it, and I stopped seeing her. I said, you know what? It was private, and I just wasn't into it. I was done. That was it. The second therapist that I had so much fun with her, because as soon as I got out of the mental health hospital, the mental institution that I was in, as soon as I got out of it, I immediately went into therapy because of my depression. And when I get depressed, my room clutters. I clutter, okay? I'll order a lot of out food. I won't take a shower. I won't brush my teeth. Everything is a mess. My room's a mess. My life's a mess. My organization, how I feel about myself, everything is just a constant mess. Okay. So when going, and also my concentration, my level of concentration is not there. That's why sometimes a lot of people tell me, Alize, you don't listen. But try to actually understand, not saying this is an excuse, but I have been more of a good listener. I've been more of a good listener. I have actually been teaching myself to calm my thoughts down and really listen and actually be able to understand what the other person is saying. It's not that I'm not a good listener. It's just sometimes I'm not able to comprehend certain things. For so many years of my life, there has been a lot of things that I didn't know. Okay, and I will share that with you guys in the story time that I will drop later on once I'm finished dropping this video. But yeah, guys, I do want to show you guys my room. Actually, I do want you guys to actually see my room and see what I've been working on. Well, not working on, but so yeah, guys, this is my room. As you can see, hold on, let me get get more of a closer look. But yeah, this is my room currently at the moment. Hold on, let's drop there. Okay, so that's where the pills were, but this is my room. You can see that's where my lighting is and stuff like that. But you can see, like, I have that on the floor. But as you can see, I cleaned